I meant
Hi.
I meant to tell you, once this is out, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
As of this recording, we're 6 days away.
That's we are. It was a week yesterday. Yeah, 6 days. That's something. 37 is, it's just we're just moving on, moving forward.
Sure.
Every new age is a milestone, but I don't know, every year I'm just grateful to be here, to enjoy this life, spread joy, live life. That's why it was like what we're gonna do for my birthday. So what I did before, I was like, I remember going to the Statue of Liberty, but I don't. I'm gonna do it on my own terms. So that's when I went. I took selfies with her and all that other stuff. And now we're going to the Empire State Building. I'm looking forward to that. And then Koreatown is like right there, so I look forward to that too. I was looking at videos on Instagram about it. I want to eat and drink and just so you know, they're famous for karaoke bars. We don't have to go in, but I'm
I'll
just letting you
do karaoke. We might as well do karaoke.
I'm just, like, all about the vibe of, like, bopping, meeting people,
Yeah.
it's just human nature. It's just what it
Looking out. Oh, we have to sing that up there, even though it'll be daytime when we're up there.
Oh,
Across
across
the
the mountain.
daytime.
Oh, I was like he
Oh, he
does
says
have a line.
morning?
Yeah, at the end, he
Oh,
does.
yes, yes. Well, let me brush up before the moment comes.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
very
send
excited.
you this video, this guy on Instagram. He broke down all parts of the song. So it's just the bare lead vocals, the background vocals, the guitar,
Mm.
the synthesizer. Oh, a dream. I was just laying in bed with my headphones on. I'm like, wow. Wow, you guys.
When I told some friends that we were going to the top of the Empire State Building for your birthday, they're like, "Oh, is it like a milestone birthday?" I was like, "No, but it
No.
doesn't need to be." And I just talked to them about, well, one, the like life is a special occasion, and you don't wait for milestones, and that goes
Mm-hmm.
like for everything. Don't wait for milestones because you never know if you're going to make it to that next milestone. And what
It's
makes a
true.
milestone? There's meaning in every year, like you said, that passes. It's like another year to be alive, and that's
But yeah,
important.
it is because like why you shouldn't pause your life and wait for that moment. You should just live your life now. It's like 37. What a, a truly an odd number.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
also it's like if I'm waiting for every milestone, that means I'm only doing anything that's like grandiose, exciting every 5 to 10 years. And what kind of life is that?
Ew. Boo. No, that bums me out because I think it also makes me think of, like, if you follow very traditional life milestones, i.e., graduate high school, go to college, graduate college, get married, have children, like, society really makes it feel like those are the things to be celebrated. The card section at
Yes.
every store is very particular,
Mhm.
and more I'm seeing cards just 'cause. And I remember we went through that phase when we were writing letters to people. It's
Yes,
just
we
like,
should get back to that.
we really should
Yeah.
because, like, you kind of make your own milestones. "Hey, I finished that really big crochet project I've been working on for a year. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, did I tell you I submitted an article to a newspaper?" It's like, these are milestones that, like, can mark your life. "I ran further than I did yesterday." That's cool, go get pancakes. It's like,
Good.
they're like, you really kinda have to make your own magic if you're choosing if you're choosing to embrace life for its fullness and not just
Mhm.
by the marker points that society thinks you should be able to celebrate.
Yeah, that's like, that episode of Sex and the City, the with the shoes,
Yeah,
she left her
yeah.
shoes at the party, and Carrie's like, "And so what if I never get married or have a baby? What, I get bump kiss?"
I
And
get
like
bupkis?
but she's like, Charlotte's like, "Oh, we have birthdays." "No, no, no, we all have birthdays." She's like, celebrating me as a person, like, for anything. It's like, you should just celebrate people. That's why I think experiences are just more I don't know, they're more meaningful as a gift per se.
Mhm.
Like to do something with or for someone or send them to do the thing. It's just like I feel like it's more meaningful, more impactful as well, like on their life instead of something like, well, I guess also if you have like a little trinket that means
It's
something to you,
nice, yeah.
obviously. But after a while you start to accumulate like a lot of stuff. You're just like,
Yeah.
I don't need stuff at this point in my life. I want memories and things that I've done.
I fully agree, and I think the thing about that is that, like, When you said trinkets, it it triggered me because I'm like, I love a tiny trinket, but
Mm.
people aren't just giving me trinkets willy-nilly. And when that does happen, that's when I get upset because like the intentionality is the key. Whether you're spending time or giving someone a small gift, like people know I collect tiny boxes. I love my tiny box collection. And people have asked like, should we gift you those? And I said no, because it's something I like to find for myself out in the world.
Mhm. Yeah.
But if you saw something very special and you're like, I couldn't resist. I know what you said, but I thought this would really mean a lot to you. And that flips it right around. It's not just something you saw in like a gift shop and you're like, I forgot to get something for Candace. I'd rather you just forget and then tell
Just
me
forget.
later because like I don't need more stuff. What I and will never have enough of is items that are precious to me because of who they were given to me by and for what reason, or the
Mhm.
time spent together. These are the two
Yes.
things. It is, in fact, the thought that counts. And if your thought is, oh, I guess I should stop
Don't.
thinking,
That's not so
turn
please
around.
think about something else.
I'm so sorry.
I would
Yeah.
prefer if you did not think about me in that moment,
Oh
if you could
man, you should have stopped thinking.
altogether. Stop thinking about anything. You
Cut it
just
out.
it's just I'm sorry, I just stopped having a thought entirely. Stop thinking
I
about
shut
anything.
down. I shut down.
Oh my gosh, but honestly, we just celebrate all small moments, even though those small moments, they're not really that small. They're huge. Like you
Yeah.
said, finishing a run,
Yeah.
you ran. Some people, you got up and you ran, you went outside. Achievements. No, there's no, they don't matter, big or small.
Yeah. It's all
They're not,
worth celebrating.
it's
Yeah.
all
You did
relative.
it. Yeah, yeah, you
Mhm.
did it, and you don't have to I think that's another thing with people, like, I am someone who I struggle to recognize what I've done if it's not the big flashy part of it, and I think we
Mhm.
talked about this in our last episode about, like, when someone tells you something and you're like, "Oh, what happened?" Or, "Oh, that's okay."
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
don't
Mhm.
contextualize my wins. I'm
Mhm.
working on it, and, like, every little thing does deserve to be celebrated. Because why not? Like, I've always wanted to live in a household where when I go to the supermarket, I'd buy a cake for no reason, and we'd just
Oh, I've
have
done
cake
that.
that week.
Mhm.
I've been wanting to do it. Sometimes I'll buy from, as we plugged last time, Abina, Bake Box New York, just for funsies, but I wanna do that more because every day can be a celebration.
Life is the special
Dun,
occasion.
dun, dun, dun. We get up, kick our shoes off. Whole dance routine, pan out. We're in a full studio together. It's been a ruse this whole time.
Pull down the curtain.
I would love it. That also does kind of remind me of I kind of consider summer a season of special occasion.
Mhm.
I as a summer lover, once it starts to get warm out, which it's beginning to be, it's trying
Except for
hard.
today, but it's
It's a
whatever.
little cloudy, but once it really sets in, I live like there's no tomorrow. And I'd
Yeah,
like to carry that throughout the year. Winter does break my spirit, but summertime, party city.
it is.
RIP.
Mm. To who? To what?
Party city.
Oh, there's one open near us. We
That's a
have one.
sad sentence, isn't it? We have one.
We have
Remember
one.
when you couldn't count them?
I
Party cities
know.
everywhere.
It's true. Party
Now we're
City,
counting
Party
'em.
Fair, Party Heaven. There was a Party Heaven.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
I don't know if you remember that, but
I don't.
oh, okay. Anyway, uh, yeah, just the summer is just when except for the bugs,
Mhm.
I love to be outside. This is why I'm like so into like our whole new deck gazebo set up here, get it all set up just to be outside. Something about maybe it's because I'm an earth sign to be one with the
Mm.
earth, just outside, like in the grass or like in just outdoors, away from bugs.
Yeah.
But just to and I feel like everybody's out in the summer too. Like
Mhm.
people are more likely to see you. Let's do something. Let's go like hang out, bop around and
Yeah.
everything. I think that's also why like I enjoy my like my birthday. I can always tell ever since I was younger when my birthday was coming because the leaves on the trees would start to become more prevalent, like, out
Mhm.
on and I could hear more birds and everything. I'm like, "Oh, it's coming. The earth is coming alive with with the sound of birthday."
Mm.
It's just yeah, even though I feel like I do have to revamp my wardrobe for the summertime, I do it every year, but I started mix match pieces and things like that, but summer just summertime, fine. That whole, sound that's in, Summertime by Will Smith, that In
Oh.
the begin the I don't
Oh,
yes, and then that part yeah. Woo! It's
yeah.
hot, it's hot, it's
Yeah,
Philly, it's hot.
yeah. It's Philly, it's hot. Who's cooking all this damn meat? Oh. Yeah, I cannot wait. I mean,
Yeah.
you know this, that as a child, swimming in our grandparents' pool, I would finish swimming for the day and then just lay out on their black tar driveway until I was called in
Yes.
for dinner. Just
Yeah.
cooking. I just can't get enough of the sun.
But that's the best about the beach too, like, when we go to Wildwood, you're just out on the beach all day, and then
Oof.
all of a sudden, it's like, "Okay, guys, time to go back to the house, shower, get ready for dinner with your fresh, like, cooked skin."
Fresh cooked skin is crazy, but you're yeah, you're so right. It is one of my favorite feelings because the sun does make you so sleepy, but when you've been sleeping out there on and off all day, just
Mhm.
vibing, which does remind me, do you recall? I know you do recall because your memory is fantastic. When you, me, and our cousin Reese went to go watch the sunrise on the beach and fell
Yes.
asleep, and we were
Mhm.
discovered asleep on the beach, fully dressed on
Village
towels by our father and our Aunt Nikki. Shout out Aunt Nikki, an
He's like,
avid
"What are
listener.
y'all doing out here?"
What's happening?
We,
It's
as
just
a
like
group, made the decision to watch the sunrise because why not? We're on vacation,
you
so
had also stayed up all night.
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So why
yeah.
not? It didn't
Summer's
matter.
not real. Summer's not
No.
real. It's fake time. It's the best time. Some of my favorite memories
Yes.
are summertime. And God, I just love to be hot. I just love to be hot. I just
Yeah, I
wanna
prefer to
sweat.
be hot than yeah, well,
Maybe
okay,
not sweat, but I don't wanna be
cold.
cold.
Yeah, I agree with
If I
that.
can prevent that, I'd love to
Mhm.
prevent that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That does remind me though,
Mhm.
not to jump around, but when we did our game stream, our live game stream, and we were loading our horses with outfits, because we
Oh,
both
yeah.
discovered that
It's
we were
like
not dressed for the weather.
I was like, "Why is my health going down?" It's like, because it's 85 degrees outside and you're wearing a winter peacoat.
Oh, that? Oh,
Oh,
I'm so sorry. This hat isn't
it's not
massive hat
this isn't made for the warm weather.
draped in fur. What?
That was
Sweating?
so it was so good. So it was so good, and honestly, I feel like we should've it should have been indicated as an achievement that we got to 5 waves, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you failed." Failed? Failed.
I've
Failed.
never felt more successful. For those that don't play, Red Dead Redemption, we did a survival challenge, which you help people defend their defend their ground, and this time we were at McFarland Ranch,
Mhm.
and you have a bunch of allies, and you show up, and we looked great, obviously, and they do this very dramatic shot of us entering the town like, hey now, we're here to help." You have allies who you wanna help refill their health throughout the battle, you wanna keep yourself healthy, you gotta hide, and everyone is trying to kill you, and that's the goal for them. And there's explosives around, they bring in a bunch of people, and yeah, we made 5 rounds, which means that we successfully took out every enemy and kept our allies alive for the most part, for most of the time, across 5 rounds, and they
Yes.
said, "Failed."
Over 100 because it started at, like, 20, then went up to, like, 30, 40, 50. I think
Yeah,
the last one was 50, so yeah, it was, like, over 100.
and we were gunslinging out there, like,
Mhm.
really pew, pew, pew.
And I knew that I knew a bear was gonna show up, and it did. It
We
did. It's
went
like
looking for that bear.
we were just walking around. We were just walking around. Then all of a sudden, "What's that noise? Is it a bear?" It is.
You
Yeah,
know, not to be a bear defender, but we fast traveled to tall trees in search of said bear.
we did. Well, to Blackwater, and then we rode to Tall
Sure, sure,
Trees.
sure, and then
But
walked
yeah,
through
we
the
were like
woods listening for wolves.
but then we were talking about it's like, what a time that would be, like, back then, there's no light unless you have a lantern, but it was
Yeah,
just the moon like, what's lighting the sky right like, it was the moon. It was just the moon.
it's
And
terrifying.
that terrifying to live in those times, and I mean, I'm sure there's people that do
Yeah,
live like that now. Shout out to
100%.
y'all because, um, but just being guided by the moon
Yeah,
alone, like, I don't know. I mean, I could if I had to, if that was the
sure.
only choice, I feel like I could, but yeah,
I think what bums me out is that, like, when you remember that we are animals, like, we were built for that.
true.
Like, sometimes it makes me sad how much I don't like bugs because I'm like, "I'm supposed to be out there with y'all. I'm not supposed to be in here. And now I'm mad when you get in here. I'm not supposed to be in here." And I wish that I was like more attuned with natural instincts and more comfortable out in nature. Cause like I used to love
Mm,
camping, even
yeah.
though like it has its highs, it has its lows, but, like, I like being one with nature, and it feels
You recently
correct.
mentioned that you wanted to
Yeah.
go camping.
Yeah, I do. I'm just like I the older I get, and my older, like 33 going on 34, but what have you,
The older I
the older
get.
I get, I guess it's like, okay, the older I get in conjunction with, experiencing other people around me at different ages and life
Mhm.
stages and just being
Mm.
very, like, open to hearing their experiences and their perspectives, I'm like, I don't wanna shut myself down to anything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
for years, I was like, "I don't like to dance."
Oh,
And that's
yeah,
not necessarily true. I like to dance, I'm just self-conscious about dancing, but, like, how I'm able-bodied in the ways that make me feel comfortable and free, and I'm not using it to dance. That's so
yeah.
sad. So why not get back into camping if it's something that I enjoyed so much in my youth?
It's true. Like, just I mean, even so like, there was a ladybug that was in the house, maybe a few months ago, and then I
Mhm.
Jalen saw it. It's like, "Oh, ladybug." I was like, "Oh, we have to get her out of here, like, outside and everything," and then Jamar got the ladybug to get her out, and Jalen's like, "My ladybug!" Like, it's like, dang, that innocence of like, I just met this new friend and now you're saying she has to leave. I don't understand any of that. We have to like go back to that part of our youth where it's just like, I love everything until
Mhm.
it harms me. And that's just, I mean, I feel like as we got older, it's just like everything is danger. You're like
Yeah.
forced to be afraid of everything first
Yeah.
and then experience it to see did this have a positive or negative impact. And then when it has a negative impact, you're afraid of having that negative experience again. So now you're just moving through life with like some sort of fear
Yeah.
that of the unknown really. But I've learned over time that you can't really walk through life that way because it'll hinder you from doing a lot of things, just being afraid to do something or being
Mhm.
afraid to say something or go somewhere at a certain time. Like, oh no, it's dark and raining. I was supposed to go get the trash
Mhm.
from the curb. What
Mhm.
if a car is driving and they can't see and they hop the curb? It's like, girl, if you don't go get your trash can, just get the
Come
trash.
on.
It's like in your mind, if in your mind you have already gone out there, gotten the trash can, brought it back, it's done. It's done. So what was all that? You spend more time thinking about what could happen and probably not than the actual task of just doing it and like getting it done. That was a smaller example, but like think of that in like a larger scale of people going to do things. Like there's all these different factors that I feel people can use as excuses to not go do something
Mhm.
out of fear. And you should really like try to let that go. Try to let it go
Yeah.
because you really can't stop life from moving. You can't. You can't not live your life. How am I trying to phrase this? You can't not live your life because of fear of something may or may not happen. You know, you have to
Mhm.
keep keep moving because whatever's gonna happen, I hate to tell you, it's gonna happen.
Gonna happen.
It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It's
You
there's
know, and
a yeah.
if people think in their minds, it's like Memento. Is that like the movie where it's like you have a vision or something? Like you think
I think
something
so. Yeah, yeah,
something is
yeah.
like in your mind. It's like I saw it. You know that was like your fear that created this scenario in your head. Not
Yeah.
you did not have a vision, Raven. Okay, that was not a vision. That wasn't a vision. That was your fear telling you, "Oh my God, this could happen." Thinking of every worstable,
Yep,
the
and
crucible.
any worseable
And
thing that could happen to you.
exactly,
It's
any
all up
worst
there.
possible thing that could
That
happen to you.
worseable. No, I think that you're so right, and I know that, like, everyone's minds are different, and some of us have more control over the things that we see in our brains than others, but
Yeah.
if you do have the control, or if you're able to find that control, you have so much power in the positivity of your thoughts and the
Mhm.
train of thoughts that you're able to venture down more than you think more often than not, at least that's what I found, and I think you're so right. Doom scrolling leads to doom thinking, leads to doom. It all leads to doom. And I
Yeah.
was thinking this yesterday. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, my friend Austin, happy birthday, Austin. For his
Hey!
birthday, he had a candle
Birthday.
making, he took a bunch of friends to a candle making workshop. I couldn't go to that. But what he did afterwards had everyone over for pizza and to watch Titanic. And
Incredible.
it was so good. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Mhm.
And there's this scene, the famous scene when they're dancing in the basement.
Yes.
And Rose is
In the
like,
basement of the boat, yes.
"Yep." And Rose is like, "I don't know the steps." And Jack says, "Neither do I. Just follow my lead. Like, just follow my feet."
Mhm.
And that's such like that made me really think about life. And it's so funny. I'm looking at a picture of me and Corey right now because boy, does my fiance love to dance. That man loves to dance, and I know it makes him really sad for me and for us that I'm not as free of a dancer. And he's always and like in life, I feel like he's always trying to tell me like you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just do the thing. And while I was like watching this movie, I kept like my thoughts would spiral in different ways about like work things, life things. And it's like, you're thinking way too much. You're thinking way too much. Like, what are you, why are, stop thinking. And I was
Mhm.
able multiple times to tell myself, you really don't need to think about that. Or you don't need to think that deeply about that. And
Yeah.
like cut off that train of thought, which is like a life's worth of exercise of trying to do that. And it
Yeah.
really just, if it starts today, if it starts tomorrow, of a practice of you find yourself tiptoeing down a path where you're like, stop, talk to yourself. Self talk is so important, even if it needs to be out loud. Just say something to
Yeah,
cut it out.
just and speaking I keep seeing something, it's like, it don't speak negatively about yourself, like, negative self-talk.
Hmm.
It was a clip that, Bruce Lee had said it. He's like, "That negative speak about yourself, why would you speak negatively about yourself? You have to, because then you start doing that, it's out there now, and then you're thinking it, now others may be thinking it too. It's like, why are you thinking so?" You'll start to believe it, like, those negative thoughts, you will start to believe it. And I also, I sent you a video of a woman who has been coming up on my explore page all the time. This older lady, and she's just always talking about, she's like, "Hey there," and she just like goes into whatever she's saying. But what she was saying in this clip that I sent you was that she's like, "You've done hard things before, and you've gotten through them. What makes you think that you can't do them this time when you've gotten through it before, and that you could get it done?" She's like, Don't think about you not being able to get something done or get through something when you've done it before, you've championed it and you've made it to the other side. Why would you even put that into your head that I can't do this? Yes, because thoughts can be overwhelming, of
Hmm.
course, and sometimes that will then challenge your confidence side that's like,
Yeah.
I've done this before, I can do it. But you have to let that other side, that confidence side, say you can do it. And what I've learned after seeing Michael a couple times now,
A
maybe by the
couple
time we see this,
times.
I'll see it for third, because, in interviews, Jafar Jackson said that, he read notes that Michael would leave for himself, and he did this in the movie too, where he's just the king of manifestation.
Mm,
Everything that he wanted, he wrote it down, saying that he's like, "I'm gonna be the greatest of all time. I am the greatest of all time." He's like, "You are talented, you are smart, you are beautiful, you are," he would say all these things to himself in every aspect of his life, just to, it was all written down. He wrote it all. So he saw it, and he's like, "I want others to see this too." So you
yeah,
believe it, others will too, and they'll see it too. Manifestation
100%.
is real.
It's
I
extremely real. I think a lot of people, and I talked to my friend Brittany about this because I think a lot of people, and I'm not saying Brittany believes this, but think that manifestation is I want it and therefore it becomes such. And
mm,
I don't think that's how it works. How I see manifestation is exactly like you said with Michael, where it's like, if I see it enough, I can walk down that path and know what I need to do to get to it.
mhm,
It's
mhm,
so much easier to bring things into your life, and it's never that easy, and life is complicated, and there's ups and downs, but when you know what you're looking for yourself, you can guide your path easier or at least be more open to opportunities that'll help to get you there. Because if you
mhm.
can't even see it for yourself, you can meet someone that's like, "Hi, I've got the perfect opportunity to get you what you want," but you don't know what you want. You
Right,
won't know to like get to know that person, or you're not being open enough to get to know that person regardless. And
right.
then like see what that connection could bring into your life in any direction. I think you have to be so open to
Mhm.
manifest because otherwise you're shutting down pathways that you don't even know are the ones that'll lead you to where you want to be.
Right, that person that you're interacting with may not, it's not the end point of what you're trying to get to. Maybe they're the first interaction before you get to that next thing. Like, this person knows, um who, I don't know, someone else. It's like you meet
Mhm.
someone who then knows Issa Rae. I'm just throwing a name out there. Um, who knows Issa Rae, but you never know. Everyone is so interconnected in all different communities. If you talk to that first person a certain type of way, or you brush off that first person because you were like, "Oh, you're not." aligned with what I'm trying to do.
Mhm.
Turns out they are. You just didn't take the time to stay open and keep as many people in mind as you possibly could,
Yeah.
even if they're not directly correlated to whatever your end game is. But
Yeah, yeah.
yep, I manifestation, the key to that is being open, having an open mind, and thinking in a positive way as you move through your life. If you think positive thoughts, those will come back to you. They do come back to you. I believe that. When people start talking about people in a negative way, I tend to back up a little bit, even though I do love some piping hot tea, but I'm just like listening, like, but I will not give my opinions on these people because it's like I may not know them. I don't know them like that, or I don't know people, but I just want to back away because I don't want that. I don't want that energy, and I don't want the universe to be like, Were you saying something? No, no, no.
No, no,
God,
not me, not
no,
me. I got up.
I got up and I left. I was just sipping my tea. No,
I
I
was in the
wasn't.
kitchen. "Well,
I was
I
in the
thought you said
kitchen.
we were going out. Here I come, y'all."
That's a that. Yeah, that's good.
Ooh,
That's good.
yeah, yeah, I think you're so
Oh.
right. I think it can get kind of positive thinking can get written off as like a hallmark kind of thing of like if you just think positive thoughts, but it's like no one's saying that a positive mindset is going to bring you out of the depths of whatever you
Of
might be
despair,
going through.
right?
But I can guarantee you that a negative mindset's not going to help.
Exactly.
And it's not even that you have to go out and about like networking, networking, networking. What if you're the person that's changing my life? What if you meet
Yeah.
somebody? You've been really frustrated in what you're trying to do. You're trying to change your diet. And you're
Mm,
like, "Oh, what if I went out and I met a nutritionist?" That could happen. You could
mhm,
also be really kind to the barista at the coffee shop that you go to and you guys start talking and they're like they've got a book sitting on the counter that's about like something unrelated to anything and you guys end up hitting it off. They start talking about their own healthy eating habits and how like it really helped for them to think differently about food and they don't necessarily espouse this whole pathway you have to follow, but they make you feel really nice about your body, your brain, and the way you're going to approach this journey.
mhm. And that's
That
what you need.
is that's what you needed, and it's not as though someone who's like, "Actually, my cousin is a nutritionist." It's like, it doesn't have to be
Doesn't
that.
always show
It
up that
doesn't
way.
have to be
Right.
that. It can be
Mhm,
positive thoughts or even affirmation or some kind of confirmation that your line of thinking can be different or the pathway that you're on is correct or a boost of energy in a journey that you were a little bit frustrated about. Like, the world is wide open and everyone's going through so many things and everyone's got such unique experiences that when you start shutting yourself off to experiencing people, your headphones to the world, you're really missing out on so much. You could hear a
you
funny thing that you're like, "Ugh, I had a shit morning and I heard the funniest thing on the train. Fantastic." And now your day's a little bit better. Just like I think that kind of positive thinking, that kind of openness to the world helps you live a broader life that you're able to manifest more things because you're not shutting yourself out to just like a narrow a narrow existence? Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, 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 spooky. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Did you a narrow existence? Is that
A
what you said?
narrow existence.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gosh.
It
That
feels
sounds like
tight, doesn't it?
it does, like, I got like a ow.
The walls are
Please
they're right
stop,
here.
make it stop.
I can't.
I would like to make a left,
Breaking news.
please.
Please. Do you want to make a
We're
left?
we're making a left to that end of
Mm,
what you said, so it's not really a left, it's kind of like I'm just changing lanes. I'm gonna take this exit,
sure.
and it's actually in the same town. It's, just to tell you that comparison is the thief of joy.
Oh,
I just thought you should know that.
say it again.
Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay?
It
Okay.
really is. It really is.
Oh my gosh. If you're comparing sorry,
It's
comparing
okay.
people, comparing yourself to others, it's like, for their birthday, this person did this and this and this. It's like, okay, it's their birthday. Joy to them, joy, light, love, all of that to them. And then they wore whatever it was. They wore
Mhm.
this outfit. I would never wear that. Okay. That's
Mhm.
you. This is them. That's okay. W I I don't know why you even said that. Why would you even say that? Celebrate that person, their birthday, their outfit, their time, and then when it's your time, do whatever you want. Wear whatever you wanna wear. If you wanna wear a potato sack, that's up to you. It's however you feel about yourself, and you really should not care about about others when it's because comparing yourself to somebody else is really it's stealing all of your joy and just live
Mhm.
your life that narrow existence. It just will not help you. It won't help you.
It really will
Expand,
not.
expand.
Expand, expand. It's also like, do you ever find yourself, and this might be like a baked in habit, but like if I catch someone's outfit out in public and I find it questionable for whatever reasons, I tend to follow that paper trail back to myself. And like you said, like I wouldn't wear that. And then when I have that thought, I'm like, and you didn't. And you didn't wear it. And what were your reasons for wearing it? Oh, I wouldn't feel comfortable showing that much skin. Does that feel like an insecurity for you? Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah, it does. Oh, I wouldn't have matched those patterns. It seems like someone is a little more carefree than you or more comfortable just putting together what they want to wear.
mhm.
And it's terrifying how those outward perceptions, when you follow the breadcrumbs back,
It's like,
seem to
"Oh, it's
land
me.
with
Oh my gosh,
you.
you guys, the call, it's coming from inside of the house."
Breaking news. I'm the problem. It's crazy that realization, the amount of
Yeah,
times you realize your thoughts about other people are simply just like tethered to your own insecurities, your own ideas that are just like baked into you as a person. Not
yeah.
to say that like change what you will about yourself, it's whatever. Like
Mhm,
oft like ongoing investigation of your own ways of thinking
mhm.
is like critical to
Yeah,
growth and life.
growth.
But once you can clock that it's not about them, it's really about you and why do you care? Oh
Right.
my
I
word, the
think that's like
door.
a lot of things. I'm just wondering why people care so much about what other people are doing. Like if somebody is sitting in their car,
Ugh.
just sitting in their car, maybe in their apartment complex, and in some wherever the parking
Mhm.
lot. Why are there so many videos of people saying, "Hey, hey, are you supposed to be here? Like, are you? Why are you touching my shit? Like, what is happening right now? Get away from my car! Get away from my car and get away from me! What's going on? What's going on? Like,
What's
what
going
is
on?
what?
You sound
This is it's really
you sound
grinds
like
my
Jeremy
gears.
Colhane's impression of Tucker Carlson. What are you doing? What's going on?
Because there was where oh, I was just out at a shopping center and I saw this guy. He was just, just, I don't know, he was just like being funky or like doing
Mhm.
his own thing. And I just saw him. I'm like, huh, okay. Uh and then other people are just like, oh gosh, you see that guy over there? I was like, yeah. Like,
Mhm.
can people just not be out in the streets and be funky anymore? In the 70s, that's all people were doing, just out being funky. They had a funky walk, they had funky pants, they were just being funky. And it didn't matter. But as time went on, it's like, maybe you shouldn't be so funky, Martin, and maybe you should tighten it up a little bit.
Maybe, maybe Martin.
Maybe come
No,
on,
that's really
Let
real.
Martin be funky, and
Let
if
him be
unless
funky.
Martin is actually looking like he's going to harm someone or, like,
Yeah.
be a threat, maybe leave Martin alone. Leave him alone.
There goes funky ass Martin.
There he goes.
I was talking was talking about something similar with our mother and our father and Corey.
Mhm.
And we were talking about how in the suburbs, or at least the suburb where we grew up, you're not really encouraged to walk. Like, people will go
No.
for a walk around their own neighborhood with, like, their
Yeah.
kids or their dogs, but idle walking in the suburbs is more or less a crime,
Yeah.
and because like, Corey wanted to go get a coffee, and he was like, "Well," I was like, "Well, there's the Dunkin' Donuts, but there's no real sidewalk on, like, the main road you'd have to
Oh,
walk. They
right,
don't
yeah.
really want you to walk, plus it's, like, protected land, all these things." And he's like, "What about that other coffee shop? It says it's walkable." I was like, "It's lying to you. There's a sidewalk part of it, but, like, not all the way. They just don't want you to walk." And both our mother and father agreed that, like, there's been times when they've been driving around and, like, they'll see someone, it's like, hey, you all right?" If you're stopped, if you're standing, if you're walking, it's like, "Hey, where are you headed?" And partially they're checking if it's, like, a person of color because, like, they're fortunate that they were the ones that came upon them first
Yeah.
and that
Mhm.
they stopped to check and didn't stop to say, "The police are on their way. Do you live do you
Do
live
you live
around
around
here?"
here?
Because it's genuinely like that, and it's just like,
Mhm.
I think that's feeds into the gosh, don't let me take this turn, the police state that we're living in, and unfortunately, like,
Mhm.
it trickles down to, like, did you see the Ring camera commercial at during the Super Bowl?
No.
It was about helping people find their lost dogs, is the pretense they were given.
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
it's
I
more or
did.
less
I do
like,
remember that.
our cameras will watch you and they'll find people, and that technology is not great. It's it's all being trained by certain people's eyes and certain people's perspectives, and it's all being
Yeah.
geared with it pointing at a certain group of people, certain groups of people, and it's all so scary. And I think the big thing with our world today is, as you said, everybody needs to mind their own business and let Martin be as funky as he wants. Can we all be a funky Martin?
Come on. Be be a funky Martin.
Let me be a sometimes I'll go home and I'll do something really silly, and, our parents will look at me and say, "Okay, Candace." They don't know. I live in a funky house, and I'm funky all the time. We're goofy
That's why
here, and I'm
I
glowingly
just
goofy.
as you know, I haven't stopped since,
Mhm.
uh, my funky ass was born.
Ah,
I never
ah.
turned I if anything, I turned the funk up. To
Crank
dial
that
up the
funk
funk.
up. Yeah,
I
I
heard
feel
we want
that.
the funk, and guess what? Gotta have that funk.
Now if
Like,
I give you the funk, you gonna take it?
that's but I mean, in certain situations, I know when to turn the funk down, and maybe that's something that's perceived about me. Yes, I'm a silly goose. However,
Yeah.
I can dial it back when needed and be a professional human being, have the important conversation, articulate my words how I need to, and maybe not look like something is off about me if I'm like out in public or whatever, because you don't want people, like you said, to get that idea. It's like, what is wrong with her? Because now in this day and age, people see someone acting not normal, whatever that
Whatever that
means.
means.
They're like immediately threatened. And it's like it goes back to that fear. Like, why are people are just there's so much fear mongering in the world that people have just been conditioned as of late. I would say the last like 20 years or so to just be afraid. Be afraid of everyone. Stranger danger, I guess it started so it's like even like 30, 40 years.
Mhm.
Um Stranger danger, even though even before that it was what happened to love thy neighbor and like don't judge at first, but now it's like judge first and then maybe I'll see if you're an all right person and if I should actually interact with you or, I have to see.
I can't stand that.
Neither.
I can't
That's why
judge first.
I go into no, I maybe at some point I did, but then I clocked that and then took it out and like definitely do not judge first. I go into every interaction with an open mind. I just met two people that work for my company for the first time yesterday. We volunteered together. It was just the three of
Oh,
us,
nice.
and it was super nice getting to like know them and talk to them and talk to the people that worked at the food pantry as well. Just open mind and just it. I just feel like it brings so much more joy to have that open mind
Mm.
and understand people from the beginning, like a blank canvas. It's like, here's a human. Here is Karina, here is Andrew, and here is Kristen. And these are people that I'm going to be interacting with for the next 2 hours. And blank canvas going into like, I don't know anything about these people and just understanding them and just walking away from it being like, wow, that was it was so genuine. I'm glad I went into it as open as possible and did
Mhm.
not have any preconceived ideas about them, like what they do. It's like where they work. We all work together,
Sure, sure, sure.
but what they do, their positions, their titles, where they're from, what like the part of New Jersey that they're from, and everything like that. Like we were all different ethnicities too. It's like just going into it open as human beings. I feel
Mhm.
like that should be every interaction. And then for me personally, until someone shows you who they are, then it's like, "Okay, now I
Hey,
know you're
Maya.
not one for me to really interact with anymore."
Yeah. Do you hear I feel like
Like,
people say
I
more
was like,
recent
it was gonna go back to what you said, Will Smith. "Here it comes, y'all." Like,
Here come y'all.
I forgot.
Well, I thought you said we were going out.
"Here it comes."
I've heard a lot of people say more recently, and by more people I mean one of my favorite comedians, Caleb Heron, that like I find that most people are kind.
Yes.
Most
Yes.
people do
Most
not have
people
bad
are
intentions,
mhm.
and as you said, people will reveal themselves, and like it's good to remain low level vigilant because like and if you're in a sticky situation or even a precarious social situation, whether it's like a work thing or there's high stakes, like obviously be aware, navigate the situation, but
Mhm.
most people are really nice. Most people are
Yes.
kind. They also want to get to know you. They're open, and hopefully they're polite enough to, if they do feel otherwise or untoward, they keep it to themselves. Tuck it
Yes.
in. It's
Right.
just being able to, like as you said, enter a situation and just be like, "Oh, I wonder what this will bring." That's
Yeah.
so nice. And I found I volunteer with kids, And if you're not ready for adults, if you're not ready to be like open-minded and meet adults with an open heart, try working with children because it's so the kids that I sometimes it ranges from like second grade up through like 13, 14.
Second grade.
And kids, the youth,
The
granted, some of them
youth.
are mean. People are mean. That happens. But like the
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
come out of their mouths, like the things that they say, and just in working with them, you're supposed to be encouraging. They have a weird, funky idea. I think the main characters should jump into that hole. And then they should have to all try to build something to get themselves out. You don't want to look at them and be like, that really doesn't sound possible, but I guess. No, you want to say, okay, so they're in this hole. What did they bring with them? What are they going to build to get out of it? And imagine approaching an adult like that where they're like,
I
I'm actually
do.
planning this trip. I haven't really started planning it yet, but me and my wife, we want to go to Italy. We're thinking about going next month. I really haven't looked into it. Instead of saying next month, you should really start planning. Why would you say that? You can easily say, "Oh my gosh, Italy. Okay, so what are you thinking about checking out?" It's that simple. Being
It is.
open to the give and
Yeah.
take of a conversation without painting it with so many colors from your own brain, your own anxieties, your own
Yes.
experiences, unless it's asked for.
Mhm.
Don't do that to somebody. And that I think is the foundation for entering every situation with an open mind and just being like, "Huh, that's interesting. They're playing really loud music over there." Sometimes that pisses me off, but sometimes I'm like, "Well, I
You know
do
what?
like that
Are you
song.
having fun? Good.
That is a good
And
tune.
actually, I love that song.
I actually kinda like that song. It's
And that's
not a
like
bop."
having it's like you have your own coloring book and then someone comes over with their crayons and they just start coloring in your book like I just got to this page. I just got here and you're over here coloring in my picture. What are you doing? That's literally what it is.
It is what it
Like someone
is.
just starts like, here's all my thoughts on that. I what I didn't ask for that. So typically if someone asks for it, obviously, like, yeah, have your
Yeah,
conversation. You know the
yeah.
person, they ask for that opinion sometimes, sure,
Sure, yeah.
give it. But off the jump, oh, yes, exactly what you said. Sounds exciting. When you want to get, I'm sure you've been thinking about this a long time. Like, what have you thought about doing over there?
Yeah.
Me, pasta and wine. That's all.
Yes. Gosh,
That's,
yes. It's all I want. It's all I need.
I can
Sign
walk it
me up.
off.
Oh, God. When are we going to Italy?
Right?
Soon.
Yes, tomorrow,
What was
next
that?
month. Oh, wait, we don't.
Well, maybe. What was that yacht we were looking at?
Oh, so there was this Ritz-Carlton yacht excursion is what it looked like, but it goes to all different places, but this one in particular was within Japan. It's a cruise
Mhm.
yacht cruise in Japan. You have a chef and like all this stuff and I'm just like I am pulling that because I can see myself on yacht.
I'm on yacht.
I'm on yacht because let me tell you how often on my Spotify day list it says chill yacht rock grandmother. I'm like, yeah, that's me, the yacht rock
The
grandma.
yacht rock grandma. You know me.
Rock steady.
Oh, God, that
Yeah.
song really gets me. We knock down these walls. We're on a
Caribbean
yacht.
queen. Yes,
Oh, you're
exactly.
singing a different song. You know what I'm getting? Rock steady, baby. That's what I
Oh,
feel now. Yeah. Let's call this song
I'm
exactly
gonna start
what
making my
it
yacht
is.
playlist now.
You should. You
Plug it
should.
up.
'Cause we're gonna be on that yacht.
That's right.
I think it's
Absolutely.
important to note that we are actively manifesting all the
Actively.
time.
All the time.
And I think you having that studio background is kind of a little bit of a nod to what we manifested
Oh,
before, where it's like, we'll be in a studio, manifest with us, we'll be there.
right. Yeah.
And the last time we were together, we were pulling tarot cards, just trying to like, feel out what's our path? How are we doing
Mm-hmm.
together? And like we get such positive cards together just
Yeah.
about energy and like walking in your true path and being your most
Mm-hmm.
authentic self and using your voice and like trusting in the universe and your skills. And
Yeah.
I just really love it for us.
Me
And
too.
it's really beautiful every time we talk about it because as sisters, we've had such a life journey. It's still going, obviously, but
Are
we
you
weren't.
ending? Are
I'm
you
ending
ending
it right now. I meant to tell you this is done. But no,
it?
we weren't always this close. We didn't always talk this
Mm.
openly, this honestly, this freely with one another. And
Yeah.
it's been such a journey. And I think everything we talk about the things that matter to us and our core values, they don't come from anywhere. They don't come from nowhere. They come from our parents. They come from our families, the media, the special language we talk to with each other. But
Yeah.
we've put intentionality into becoming the friends and sisters that we are today, and spending time
Mhm.
in pushing boundaries and
Yeah.
pushing buttons and testing limits to make sure
I
that we that we're communicating openly with each other. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of the root of everything we've talked about, of just like what we always talk about, of just moving freely, being yourself, being honest, being open, and the good things will find their way to you because you attract the energy you put forth. And you, my sister, my milk and honey sister, you always put out the best energy, the good vibes. And
Thanks.
I think almost every year, I remark that you're like this sun that like lights up the room, and I just can't wait to watch you shine more and more year over year. And you do continue to. And thank you for letting me bask in your glow and igniting my own fire in turn. I love you very much.
Wow. Now write that in a birthday card.
I'm gonna give it to you drunk over margaritas in Koreatown.
You're like the
Black
sun.
people.
I mean, it's honestly why I was like, who I want to spend my birthday with and do like these things was you because we end up how we just go with the flow. We're like we have a plan, but then like we've been on trips together. We like go to Barcelona. We're like we have these things set, but then
Mhm.
you're also down to like let's wander, let's bop, let's do this. And I love to wander away, so it's good to have someone to wander with. So that is why I selected to celebrate my turn around the sun with you next Friday. We're doing it. We're going to the top, and then we're just going to go around. It's going to be a great time. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Man, we
Um,
on our way.
we all right, Dresser.
Duck, y'all. Let's do what we
Let's do
did
it
in the
like we did
tunnel.
in the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait.
Incredible.
I meant to tell you. I'll see you soon, and I can't
Yes,
wait.
and I meant to tell you that I love you very much.
Wow, wow. I love you
I
very
know.
much.
I
Oh,
was like, it's sometimes I come through.
wow, wow. Turn the wigs around. Turn the wigs around.
Oh, all right. Well, it's like, and next episode, we will be halfway through the year, which is
Can you
crazy.
believe? Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see you next month for, yeah, another time.
Another time. I meant to tell you, be well. Have fun out there.
Spread
Open
love,
up your
light, joy.
mind. Free your mind.
We'll see you next month for another episode of I Meant to Tell You.